Good morning, everyone. Good morning, teachers. So I am Renz Angela Di Calzada, Special Science Teacher 1 and Senior High School Focal Person. So for this day, I will be having a tutorial as to how we are going to make our electronic RPMS portfolio for this school year 2024-2025, because just like last school year, we are required to submit an electronic portfolio or e-portfolio. So just like last year, we will still be using the Google Sites. And I believe that last year also we had an orientation as to how we are going to make it. But of course, medyo dugay na po ito siya na nilabay. So we are going to refresh our minds as to how we are going to make our e-portfolio for our RPMS for this school year. So to begin with, of course, the very first thing that we need to do is to collect all our MOVs. Since we will be preparing an e-portfolio, we are going to scan all of our MOV. So it could be in a form of JPEG or PNG, or sa madaling salita through a picture. You may take a picture of your MOVs, or you may also scan your MOVs and save it as PDF. So madaming ways. And I believe that most of us are knowledgeable enough as to how to take pictures. Of course, that's number one. And number two, how to scan documents and save it as PDF file. Okay. So last year, I was able to teach you on how to use a certain application on how to scan. And I hope that you were not able, that you did not forget the way on how to scan it. So meron namang mga knowledgeable teachers who can also help you, your colleagues, or kung wala talaga, you can also approach me. And I am so much willing to help you on how you're going to scan your documents. So after scanning the documents, that would be the time that you're going to arrange your scanned MOVs. So it would be better if you're going to save in a folder in your computer. Iisa ninyo tanan ng inyong mga MOVs para the moment that we are going to segregate them in our Google site for our e-portfolio, it will not be difficult for you to find them. Okay, so I will be showing you an example as to how I organize my MOVs for my RPMS e-portfolio. So I will be sharing my screen first. Okay, so as you can see now, um, currently I am now on my saved documents. Dito ko siya gi-save sa desktop. So I named it 1A.RPMS attachments 23-24. So ganyan ko siya giname because later on I will be uploading this in the Google Drive. And for me, to easily find it in the Google Drive, I have to start I have to start the file name with number one para siya ang pinakaunang lumabas doon sa list of folders in the Google Drive. So dito muna tayo in our computer. So of course, we have to create a folder and save all our RPMS attachments or MOVs. So this is how I arrange my MOV. So I have here, of course, the COT tool, ang pinaka-importante. So meron din dito, let's say for example, yung sa LAC sessions namin. So meron dyan lahat. I have also my MOVs for the objective for teams, such as your certification from the ICT, then nagpapatunay that you have accomplished the ESAT, and your IPCRF developmental plan, and of course the updated IPCRF developmental plan from phase 2, and meron din dyan yung MRF or mid-year review form. So I prepared here a picture file or a JPEG file of the MOVs, and I also saved them through PDF. Okay, so there are so many ways for you to save to convert a picture to PDF. So madami kayong makikita niyan sa internet, yung mga converter. So all you need to do is to type JPG to PDF. So madaming lalabas na yan, and it's very easy to follow the instruction in converting the files. Okay, so once I am done with organizing my MOVs or my RPMS attachments, after ko ilagay sila sa isang folder, this is now the time that I am going to go to my Google Drive. Okay, bakit mo kailangan siyang i-save sa Google Drive? Para hindi mahirapan mamaya as we're going to attach the MOVs in our Google site or e-portfolio for our RPMS. Kasi since ang gagamitin natin ay Google Sites, so it would be better if we are going to save our files on one of the products of Google as well, which is the Google Drive. Para pag-transfer ng documents mamaya, it would be very smooth on our part. Hindi siya mahirap para sa atin. Okay, so for us to upload the folder of our RPMS attachments, of course, I know you are familiar already with this. This is the Google Drive. So meron tayong plus sign dito, yung plus new. So all you need to do is to click that. Then after that, you're going to click folder upload. Okay. Once you have clicked it, so hanapin nyo yung folder nyo ng RPMS MOVs nyo or attachments. So all you need to do is to click that, then click upload. Okay? So hindi ko na siya i-upload kasi na-upload ko na siya kanina. Kasi it may take some time. Siguro mga kung masyadong malakas ang internet nyo, siguro mag-run siya for about 5 minutes. Pero kung medyo mahina ang internet, so talagang expected na medyo matagal ma-upload yung mga MOVs nyo. Especially on my part that all of the files that I have saved on that certain folder, yung RPMS attachments ko, merong 125 files lahat. So medyo madami siya. So I will just cancel it kasi nandito na siya. So as you can see, this is my uploaded folder of my RPMS attachments. It is already uploaded here in the Google Drive. Okay, so to check kung upload ba lahat, so I will double click this. Ayan, so nandyan na siya lahat, no? Ayan yung COD tool ko, meron na yung lag sessions, meron na yung mga for the plus factor for our objective 14. Okay, then after that, the next thing that we are going to do is to proceed with the electronic portfolio or the e-portfolio. The link for the e-portfolio will be given to us by the admin, or it might also be given to you by your rater. So it could be your head teacher or the master teacher kung saan ka na-assign. So they will be sending you a link. So in my case, my rater is Ma'am Junette Adal. So Ma'am Junette sent me the link and then I click the link. So pag-click ko sa link, ito yung lumabas. Okay, for a while. So nag-loading pa siya. Okay, so kung merong ma-encounter kayo na ganito, so halimbawa, this is my DepEd email. So if I will input my password here, most probably hindi niya tanggapin kasi basically the Google email that is purchased by the DepEd is hindi na siya na-renew. So hindi na siya workable. So we're going to change this to my personal email. So I'll be using my personal email so that I can open the file of the e-portfolio. Okay, so here's the thing. This is very important and I want you to remember this. After you click the link for the template for the e-portfolio coming from your rater, it is very important na hindi kayo mag-edit ng kahit na ano from this. Okay? Because this template will be used by everybody. So for you to personalize this e-portfolio, this template, you are going to save or make a copy of this template. So how are we going to make a copy? So first thing, meron kayong makikita dito na tatlong dots na arranged vertically. So you're going to click that and then may makikita kayo na make a copy. So you're going to click make a copy tapos merong lalabas na ganito. Sige. So may lalabas dito na file name. So of course, you're going to rename it according to your desired or baka merong requirement na format ang inyong rater. So it depends. So just for the sake of this tutorial, so I will be renaming this to Calzada RBMS-E Portfolio 2425. Okay, to make it my personal e-portfolio. Okay, and then I will be clicking. Sige, mamaya, yun lang muna, the entire site. So make sure entire site ang naka-click dyan. After nyo ma-rename, you're going to click OK. Okay, so just wait lang na mag-ano siya. So kapag natapos na, it will create another tab. That means that tab is now your personalized e-portfolio or your Google site for your RPMS e-portfolio. So dyan ka mag-work. So halimbawa, accidentally na X nyo yung tab na ito. So mawawala na ba siya? So hindi siya mawawala. You can actually find that one in your Google Drive. Okay? So, always remember, since you have renamed it already, so yun na yun ang file name nito. So, all you need to do is to search this file name in your Google Drive for you to look for it. And halimbawa, hindi nyo natapos ngayong araw na ito, gusto nyo tapusin mamayang gabi or bukas. So, all you need to do is to look for the file on your Google Drive. Okay? So now, we will start editing our electronic portfolio for our RPMS for this school year. So ganito ang magiging itsura niya. So of course, we have to change the name. So let's begin with this. Ito, so meron siyang format dito, merong family name and then e-portfolio. So all I need to do is to replace this with my family name. Okay, so that will become Calzada e-portfolio. Okay, pagdating dito, I will also change the name. So that will become Renz Angelo D. Calzada. Okay. Position. So that will become Special Science Teacher 1. So I will change the school as well. So that will become Mabini NHS. Okay. So pagdating naman dito sa footer, so you need to edit this as well. So you have to change it with your name. So that will become Renz Angelo D. Calzada. And then Special Science Teacher 1. That's the position. And the school, so that will become Mabini National High School. Okay? So tapos na ako. Ito yung home. Okay? Para makita mo kung ano yung mga contents ng portfolio on the right side. Meron kang makikita dito sa taas na pages. So all you need to do is to click that. Okay? You click pages, meron kang nakikita dyan na home, merong EIBCRF, at meron din e-portfolio. So when you click home, itong nakikita mo kung saan nakalagay yung pangalan yan yung home. Or kung sa madaling salita, if it's in a website, that is the home page. Okay? Now, when you click this EIPCRF, ayan, so merong EIPCRF dyan. Okay, so merong IPCRF 2023 dito. So meron ding IPCRF 2024. So ang gagawin natin is i-edit natin ang IPCRF 2024. Okay, kasi supposedly, ang dapat natin gagawin dito is we will just continue kung ano yung nasimula natin from the previous school year. Kaya lang, it would be very difficult because there's an instance that hindi nyo na malocate ang file nyo or maybe you cannot open anymore the what they call that one, the email address that you have used to edit your e-portfolio. So, ang pinaka-convenient para sa atin ngayon is to create another e-portfolio. Okay? So just discard this IPCRF 2023 or you can also delete this. So dito tayo sa IPCRF 2024. So meron dito, i-upload daw natin or share a link of our electronic digital version of IPCRF. So I have to upload my IPCRF here. So titingnan ko kung nasali ba doon sa in-upload ko kanina yung IPCRF. So from this, ano bang gagawin? So meron kayo nakikita dito sa baba na plus sign. So you're going to click that. Since we have uploaded all the files in the Google Drive, so we will click from Drive. Okay? Pag-click ng from Drive, merong lalabas dito sa gilid. Lalabas dyan ang mga folders na in-upload. So as you can see, the folder that I have uploaded a while ago where my RPMS attachments are compiled. So nandito siya, pinakauna. So I will be double-clicking that. So dito na, makikita na siya dyan. Okay. So as you notice, I have here my IPCRF. So I will click that para mailagay siya dito. Okay. And I will click Insert. Okay? So mag-wait lang tayo na ma-upload siya dyan. Okay? So after that, kapag na-upload yung IPCRF natin, we will now proceed to the e-portfolio. Okay? But you have to make sure na yung IPCRF is already accomplished. Okay? It should be accomplished. Meron ng signature. So therefore, you are going to scan it and save it as PDF file so that you can upload it here on this section. Okay? So, punta na ako dito sa e-portfolio kasi na-upload ko naman ang aking IPCRF. So, I will click this arrow here. Tapos, merong lalabas na 2024. So, i-click ko yan siya. Dito na lalabas ang mga KRAs. Okay? So, I will begin with KRA1. Okay? So, merong lalabas dito sa KRA1. So, KRA1 or Key Result Area 1, the title is Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. So how am I going to upload my MOV? So simula tayo dito sa objective number 1. Objective number 1 is applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. So ano ba ang MOV for objective number 1? Para hindi ako magkamali, so I have a note, I have a copy here. So sabi dito, the means of verification will be the classroom observation tool rating sheets or inter-observer agreement forms. Okay? So, in my case, ang pipiliin ko, yun na lang COT or the classroom observation tool rating sheets, yung accomplished, kung saan yung rater ay nag-rate doon sa COT or sa CO tool. Okay? So, syempre, itong objective number 1, gusto ko makakuha ng outstanding. So, gusto ko ng 5 points. So, para makakuha ako ng 5 points, kailangan, syempre, doon sa, on this certain indicator on the CO tool, kailangan nakakuha ako doon ng 7. Okay? So, it depends on the score. For the efficiency, for me to get 5, kailangan yung sa apat, di ba 4 quarters kasi, so kailangan may 4 na CO tool. So kailangan ko makompleto yung 4. So ibig sabihin, I will be attaching 4 CO tool on this section. So makikita nyo dito sa baba ng objective 1, merong MOVs. Itong merong mga plus signs dyan. Dyan nyo i-upload yung inyong MOV, which is the COT or the CO tool. So I will click the first plus sign. Since I have uploaded it on my Google Drive, I will click from Drive. After that, lalabas ulit yung folder. Okay, I will click that because ito yung folder ko kanina. So I will look for the COT tool or the CO tool. So I will click that. So hanapin ko yung COT1. I will click that, insert. May insert na siya dyan. Ayun, na-insert na siya. Sa pangalawa na naman, so from drive. Okay. So wait lang, ayan. So I will click the folder again. CO tool. So COT2. Yan, for the second quarter naman. So insert. Okay. So here naman, from drive, yung pangatlo ko na naman for the third quarter. So hanapin ko on the folder, CO tool. Ayan, as yung COT3 ko. Ayun. So click. Click insert. Okay. So syempre, apat yun. So meron pang isa pa. Okay. So I will click from drive. And then, ayun. Click na naman ako doon sa folder ko, CO tool. And COT4. Click insert. Ayun. So natapos na ako sa objective number 1 kasi nailagay ko na lahat ang aking classroom observation tool. Okay. Paano yan? Merong mga exist dyan. Actually, you can delete this. All you need to do is to click, hover your cursor on this area. So merong lalabas na blue side. So you click that. And then, merong garbage bin na symbol dyan. So you click that. Ayun. So nawala na siya. Kasi hindi ko naman ito kailangan. So do the same thing with the other one. So, wala na. Okay? Proceed na naman ako sa objective number 2. For objective number 2, same lang naman ang ano ng MOP. So, ulitin ko lang ang process na ginawa ko doon sa objective number 1. So, click again the plus sign from drive. Tapos, I will go to my folder doon sa RPMS attachments ko. CO tool, COT number 1. Ayun. Okay. I will do the same thing on the second one. So, medyo ano lang talaga siya, no? Kasi paulit-ulit siya. So, kailangan na natin ng patience dito. Especially if your internet is very slow. So, kailangan medyo malakas ating internet kasi kung mahina ang internet, sige dyan din siya tuyong-tuyong. Okay? So, COT2. So, kompletuhin lang natin ito. So, it's not difficult on our part this time because ang mga MOVs kasi paulit-ulit lang. Especially that on the RPMS, ang COT natin is halos siguro mga 80% of the objectives dito ang kailangan na MOV sa COT. So that's objective 1, objective 2, objective 3, objective 4, objective 5, objective 6, objective 7, objective 8, except sa 9. Tapos objective 10 ulit. So imagine, so out of 15 objectives, 9 of them kasi ang kailangan ng COT. Okay? So it's very easy. So click ko muna yung ano ko, hanapin ko yung COT3. So ayun. And then last, i-attach ko na yung COT4 ko. That's for the fourth quarter. Okay? And ayan. So I will attach it. So just like kanina, hindi ko na kailangan itong mga sobra na ito. So I can delete this. Just hover the cursor on this area. May lalabas na blue na parang ilaw sa gilid. So click that one. May lalabas na symbol ng garbage bin. So click that to delete. I'll do the same thing on this. Ayun, na-delete na siya. Okay. So, punta naman tayo doon or let's have an example. Doon naman tayo sa ano, sa ibang KRA na kung saan hindi COT ang MOV. Punta tayo doon sa KRA number 4. Okay, dito sa KRA number 4, ang kailangan natin dito, okay, so meron tayong dito objective 12. Ano ba mga kailangan natin dyan sa objective 12? So, of course, you will be needing um, yung mga parent teacher conference log or attendance sheet and minutes. So, yung mga notice of meetings nyo. So, you're going to put it here. Okay. Ang gagamitin kong example is sa objective number 14. So, objective number 14 is develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. So, dito, ang kailangan natin na MOVs will be certification from the ICT na nagpapatunay that you have accomplished the ESAT. So, I think you can get that one from Sir Pio Jr. Melancolico because he's our ICT coordinator for the junior high school. And then the second MOV is the IPCRF developmental plan. The third MOV is the mid-year review form or the MRF. And the last MOV is updated IPCRF developmental plan from phase 2. So for those teachers who are aiming to get an outstanding rating for, for this objective, especially for the efficiency and timeliness. So kailangan yung apat na yun, meron ka talaga. Okay? Hindi pwedeng kulangan ka. Kung gusto mo talaga magpa-outstanding for this objective. Sige. So bali tatlo yan siya. We have the quality, efficiency, and timeliness. So let's begin. So of course, ang una kong i-attach dito will be my certification from the ICT that I have accomplished the ESAT. So I'll do the same thing because na-upload ko na yun kanina. So I will click from Drive. So I will go to the folder that I have uploaded a while ago where I compiled my RPMS attachments. Hanapin ko dito yung Objective 14. Kasi dyan ko siya gisave. Ayun ang aking certification. So, i-click ko yan. Click Insert. Ayun, na-insert na siya. Next will be ang aking IPCRF Developmental Plan. Okay. So, ayun. Objective 14. So, this is my RPCRF Developmental Plan. So, I will click that and insert. Ayun, lumabas na siya. The second MOV the third MOV na kailangan ko, kasi let's say for example, gusto ko magpa-outstanding, kailangan 5 points talaga ako dito sa objective na ito. So from Drive again, so I will click the folder of the compiled attachments or MOVs. Punta ako sa objective 40. And hanapin ko dito yung I will look for my MRF. Asa ba yung MRF ko dito? Okay. So my MRF is here. Okay. So I will click insert. Kasi naka-PDF file kasi dito sila. So naka-compile na yan siya dyan lahat ng file. And I will now go to my last MOV, which is the updated IPCRF developmental plan from phase 2. So I will click again the folder and lalabas na ito sila. Okay, ayun ang aking part 2. So I will insert that. And ayun na. I'm done. For objective 14, natapos ko na siya. So, ito siya mga excess ito. So, gaya na ginawa natin kanina, hover your cursor here. Dapat may lalabas na blue light on the side. Of course, click that, tapos delete. Okay, do the same thing with the other one, then delete. So, I'm done. So, punta naman tayo dito sa plus factor. Okay, dito sa plus factor. So, objective 15, perform various related works activities that contribute to the teaching learning process. So, ano ba yung mga nandito sa objective 15? So, pwede yung committee involvement mo, yung pagiging TWG, or pwede din yung speakership mo, pwede din yung kung nagkanta ka ng research, or kung nag-mentor ka ng pre-service teacher, so most probably you're going to attach here all your certificates. Okay? But do not forget na given, even if you have your certificates, you still need to attach a annotation. Okay, so that's what I understood on this objectives. Maglalagay pa rin tayo ng annotation. Okay, so um, ang annotation na part is doon yan siya sa efficiency. So let me read the criteria if you want to get an outstanding for the efficiency for objective 15. So submitted MOV that details the achieved positive contribution to the teaching learning process as evidenced by the annotation provided. So maliban sa certificate, dapat meron ka ding annotation. Okay? So tingnan natin. So dito magta-attach ako ng certificate ko dito. So maghahanap ako doon sa aking mga MOVs. That's why it's very important that we need to organize our MOVs in a folder. Kailangan nakakategorize yan siya. Pwede gani na kanang kada folder this is for folder number 1, this is for objective number 1. Ganun. Para by the moment na maghahanap ka doon sa Google Drive, it will not be difficult on your part. Okay? So, tingnan ko dito, asan yung aking plus factor. Ayun, plus factor. Okay. So, meron ako dito, may mga certificates ako dyan. So, if you notice, no, meron ako dito certificates, meron din ako dito designation ko because one of the MOVs that you can have, that you can attach in Objective 50 is yung pagiging advisorship, coordinatorship, or chairpersonship. So in the previous school year, I was the SSG advisor. So I can attach this. So halimbawa itong certificate of recognition ko as certificate of recognition as a TWG. So I can attach this one. So I will insert. Ayan. Okay. So, syempre, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, aside from your certificate, you need to have your annotation. So, itatabi ko yung annotation ko dito. Okay? So, hanapin ko lang doon sa aking folder yung annotations ko. Okay. Plus factor. Ayun ang aking first annotation. So, I will upload that. Okay. Ayan. So, meron na siya. Ayan na. So, kung ilan lahat ng certificates na gusto mong i-attach, so of course, you're going to upload them here. So, hindi ko na i-upload lahat kasi I know you know already how to do that. Okay. Halimbawa, natapos ka na. Okay. Tapos ka na sa iyong pag-prepare sa iyong e-portfolio. What will be the next step ngayon? So, ang gagawin natin is we are going to publish your e-portfolio. Okay. Paano natin gagawin? If you're going to look on this side, sa upper right, merong salitang publish, may button dyan. So, all you need to do is to click that. Okay? Ayun. So, dito, ano yung gusto mong maging pangalan ng web address? So, in this case, siguro parang okay na ako nito. Or, pwede ding dagdagan ko ito ng kalsada-rpms-e-portfolio. Tapos lagyan ko din ng school year dito sa last. Ayan, para mas siya. Ay, hindi pala pwedeng masyadong madami. So, we will do 24, 25. Ayan. Then, after that, I will publish it. Okay. Pa-publish ko ito. So, I will click publish. Okay. Ayun. Kung gusto mong i-view, merong view dyan sa baba. Kung gusto mong makita anong itsura ng iyong RPMS e-portfolio kapag i-open siya ng ibang tao. Let's say, for example, your rater or the principal. Ayun. So, dito sa katabi ng publish, may arrow down dyan. So, i-click mo yan. Tapos, meron diyang view published site. So, I will click that kasi gusto kong makita. Gusto kong makita kung paano siya makikita ng ibang tao. So, I will click view published site. Okay. So, ito na siya. Ganito pala siya. Ganito ang magiging itsura niya. So, pag pupunta sa home, ayan, kunwari si Rater, i-open siya. Ayan. So, punta ako dito, ayan sa home. Ayan ang makikita ng mga tao na mag-open ng iyong electronic portfolio sa RPMS mo. So, ganyan. Okay, dito sa e-portfolio, tayo, 2024, KRA1, anong itsura? Makita ba yung mga gi-upload natin kanina, yung mga CO tool? Ayun, so makikita siya. Nandyan siya lahat. Okay, so all you need to do is to accomplish all the KRAs and objectives. You're going to attach your MOVs. Kapag natapos na, paano ko ito isasubmit sa aking rater? So all you need to do, i-click mo lang itong hook. Then after that, you will copy the link. Okay? May link dyan sa taas. So ika-copy ko yan. Control C in your keyboard. Kapag natapos na, kapag na-copy mo na, so in my case, mag-open ako ng sticky notes ko dito para dito ko isa-save yung aking link. Okay? Para by the moment na si rater magsabi, okay, ipasa na yung link nyo. So yung link mo, all you need to do is to copy mo na lang yan siya, then isa-send mo sa rater mo. Okay? So as easy as that. So I hope na nakatulong yung tutorial na ito. So kung meron kayong questions, kung meron kayong mga confusions and clarifications, you can actually approach me, or kung meron kayong mga colleagues dyan who are knowledgeable enough as to how to make an electronic portfolio using the Google site. So you can ask help from them. So I know that the colleagues, the teachers are very much welcoming in terms of helping our co-teachers. Okay, so I think that's all. So hopefully that we can accomplish our electronic RPMS portfolio before the deadline. And the deadline will be on September 16th. Okay, so with that, thank you so much, and I hope that you learned something from this tutorial. Goodbye.